Hi, good morning, everyone. Today, July 13, 2026. So we're going to conduct opening of bid for three contract ID, namely contract ID number 26 FA0015, 26 FA0016, and 20 Y25. The last one. 2517. Pa-edit na. 20, that should be 26 FA0017. So, again, let us first establish a quorum. So, of course, with me as the chairperson, Engineer Pani Ricardo, our OIC Chief Quality Assurance Section, our Vice Chairperson. Ma'am, good morning. Engineer Witz Rodriguez, a regular member.
Good morning, sir.
Construction Section. Good morning, sir. Engineer Tin Simanes, a provisional member from Quality Assurance Section. Good morning, ma'am. Provisional. Yes. So, of course, Engineer Eva Clarillo, our Head of Back Secretariat, together with her member, Sir Titi Alamares. Sir, good morning. Ma'am Sanang Rogando, ma'am, good morning. Engineer Cecil Chavez, good morning. Engineer Chuck Madrid, ma'am, good morning. Ma'am Lois Belez, good morning, ma'am. Engineer Far Ramirez, good morning, sir. Engineer Franz Alaurin, good morning, sir. Sir Larry Prias, good morning. Engineer Carlo Cortez, our back support, good morning. Also to our YouTube channel. YouTube viewers, good morning. Of course, to our face-to-face representative from contractor, Ma'am Irene Pilaes. Good morning, ma'am. Liaison officer, of course, Ma'am Kimberly Marsaga, from liaison officer also, representative from Omega. Good morning, ma'am. Welcome to our again, without further ado, since we already have a quorum, so we now start the opening of bid for contract ID 26 FA0015. So we open first the bid box. So before we start reading, so let me first read to you the result of the eligibility check conducted just a while ago. So we have here the contract ID is 26 FA0015, contract name, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, convertible to evacuation center, Bacolod, Tabaco City, Albay, the coordinates of 13.36 to 82 north latitude, and 123.75 is longitude. So the location of the contract is at Tabaco City, Albay. So the result of eligibility check is based on the evaluation of information about legal, technical, and financial capabilities as indicated in contractors' information of the bidders as recorded in our computerized register of contractors for civil work. The requirements for the above-mentioned contract as indicated in the contract profile submitted by the DPWH Albay First District Engineering Office, we found following bidders eligible to participate in the bidding of the contract. One is GRB Construction and Supply. So on the other hand, based on the same evaluation, we find the following bidders ineligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. This is Omega Contracting and Development Corporation. So the reason why he is ineligible is expired by IR tax clearance certificate. The expiry is last June 26, 2026, and the expired PhilJEP registration. Also, the expiry is on June 15, 2027. This is to expire. If this is the case, I don't know. 2027.
Okay.
So,
Hindi siya expired.
hindi siya expired. So, ang ano lang niya, ang baseline lang kung bakit siya ineligible is the BIR tax clearance certificate. So based from the legal aspect. So ito nga po, expired yung BIR tax clearance niya based sa submitted nila doon sa CWA, ano, di ba? So, and this is where the documents generated from, ano, this one. So, since expired po yung tax clearance niya, anyways, we still
Need to open.
need to open the document, the first envelope, for us to see if the one is really expired and the documents is present. So our basis for this one is DO 164 series of 2025 procedure in the opening and the preliminary examination of bids and electronic eligibility check using the civil work application. So doon po yan natin, doon ang basis natin for this particular result. So
We just open it.
we opened the first envelope of Mega Contracting Development Corporation. So, yun na. So we now proceed with the reading of the technical proposal. So Ma'am Cha, please go ahead. Thank you.
Sir, the bid document for contract ID 26FA0015 for the contract na construction of multi-purpose building, covered works convertible to Evacuation Center, Bacolod, City Albay with the coordinates 13.36282 and 123.73544. With the ABC of 11,760,000 pesos. Contract duration, 200 calendar days. Date of opening, July 13, 2026. Time starts at 10:24 a.m. 10:24 a.m. First bidder, 3RB Construction and Supply. PhilJEP's registration. Certificate of registration. DTI. Mayor's permit, tax clearance. Pickup license. Annual income tax return submitted to the BIR. Things of ongoing projects, SLCC. With attached NPP or award, certificate of completion, certificate of acceptance from BSD, signed and authorized. Organizational chart, key person affidavit committed to work on the contract. List of personnel TBS entered the contract with their qualification data. Key personnel affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager, Laura Madel. Project engineer, Celso Rapi, signed and authorized. With PIS license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer, Maria Lea Kumbay, signed and authorized with PIS license and ME accreditation. Foreman, Wilson Daily. Signed and authorized. Safety officer, Eric Liagas, signed and authorized with certificate. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract. All owned. Proof of ownership. DEO 11, or DEO 128, and authorized certificate of availability of equipment. Omnibus. Sign and authorized. ISO certificate. NFCC, sign. DO9, sign and authorized. Integrity pledge.
So the technical proposal submitted by 3RB Construction and Supply for contract ID 26 FA0015 is passed.
Submitter is Omega Contract and Development Corporation. I will check first. Yes, ano kayo? Ano din sir, ano kayo eligibility?
Sa
Tax
tax clearance.
Check first sa tax.
Tax clearance na lang ang may remarks din.
It's first submitted by the Mega Contract and Development Corporation. Tax clearance certificate is updated.
The right parts.
Kailan ang expiration?
Issued this 11th day of June 2026. So,
11th day of June.
June. Updated.
Ayun.
Issued.
Okay, na-issued na.
Updated na. So,
Updated. So we
we will proceed with the
proceed with
checking
it.
of technical documents. Field steps registration. Electronic using CWR open close parentheses. Ayun na lang siguro. With updated tax clearance. Lagi naman eligible for updated na siya. Submitted na.
May company mo nag-eligible.
Sa bagay ba eligible mo na lang. Updated tax clearance na. Ilagay mo yan, manual checking. Field step registration is the certificate submitted is valid until June 15, 2027. Certificate of incorporation. Mayor's permit. Take up license.
Update sa inyo ba siya?
List. List of ongoing projects. SLCC. With a certificate of completion. From BPSD.
manual
Sign
checking
and
is present na and na updated na.
CWA din.
June 11 issue.
Organization chart. List of personnel with their qualification data. Key person affidavit to movement to work on the contract project manager. Omar of Premier. Signed and authorized. Logic engineer, Kimberly Barsaga. Signed and authorized with PRC license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer, Maria Lorraine Sacpeto of Premier. Signed and authorized with PRC license and ME accreditation. Safety officer, Jomar of Premier. Signed and authorized with certificate. Foreman Eric Cipria. Sign and notarize. Lease of equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and under leased. Proof of ownership. Certification of availability of equipment. Equipment rental agreement. DEO 9, sign and authorize. DEO 11, sign and authorize. Omnibus, sign and authorize. Secretary certificate. ISO certificate. General information sheet. NFCC, sign. Annual income tax return submitted to the DIR.
The technical proposal submitted by Omega Contracting and Development Corporation for contract ID 26-0015 is passed. So based on our preliminary examination out of two contractor who joined this meeting, so all of them pass our eligibility check preliminary. So we now proceed with the opening of the second envelope or the financial proposal. So Ma'am, please go ahead. Thank you.
So opening of the financial documents for contract 26FA 0015. First bidder, PRB Construction and Supply. Inform, sign. Yellow quantity, sign. Summary with prices. Detailed estimate, sign. Cash flow. Bid amount. 11,514,947 pesos and 98 centavos. 947. 11,514,947.20.
So the financial proposal submitted by GRB Construction and Supply for contract ID 26FA0015 is passed.
Next bidder is, or the last bidder for this contract is Omega Contracting and Development Corporation. Inform, sign. Given quantity, sign. Given estimate, sign. Cash flow. Bid amount 11,581,713 pesos and 90 centavos.
The financial proposal submitted by Omega Construction and Development Corporation for contract ID 26FA0015 is passed.
Okay.
Uh, so again, that was the result of the opening of a bid for contract ID 26 FA0015, and this is subject for evaluation, bid evaluation. So saka po tayo makaka-declare kung sino ang winner. So to continue it, so let me now open the second feedback for contract. So as usual, so let me first read to you the result of the eligibility check. So this is for contract ID 26 FA0016, contract name CSSP, Sustainable Infrastructure Alleviating Gaps, or the SIPAG, access road and or bridges from the national road leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, rehabilitation of Pili-Bacacay, Poblacion Road, Bacacay Albay, Station 1 plus 080 to Station 1 plus 562. So the location of the contract is at Bacacay Albay. So based on the evaluation of the information about legal, technical, and financial capabilities as indicated in the contractor's information of the bidders as recorded in our computerized registry of contractor for civil work, the requirements of the above mentioned contract as indicated in the contract file submitted by the DPWH Albay First District Engineering Office, we find two bidders eligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. One, RMH Construction and Supply, and number two, German Construction and Supply. Opening the first envelope and reading. So, Ma'am, let's go ahead.
Sir, thank you. Opening of the bidding documents for the contract 26F0016. It's CSSP, Sustainable Infrastructure of Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, access roads, and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, rehabilitation of Pili-Bacacay, Poblacion Road, Bacacay Albay, with the station of 1 plus 082, station 1 plus 562, with the ABC of 19,134,500 pesos. Contract duration, 202 calendar days. Date of opening, July 13, 2026. Time starts at 10:41 a.m. First bidder is RMH Construction and Supply. Field job registration. TTI. Mayor's permit. Tax clearance. Pick-up license. AFS. Gawing the annual income tax return subject to EFDS. Please abang yung projects. Please SLCC with attached notice of award, NTP, contracts, certificate of completion, and certificate of from with BSD, signed and authorized. Organizational chart. List of personnel with their qualification dates. Key person affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Hannah May Espedido. Signed and authorized. Project engineer Elizur Navarra. Signed and authorized. Elizur with
RMH.
PRC license.
Asim Sabo.
PRC license and DE accreditation.
RH.
Materials engineer Eileen Dibon. Signed and authorized with PRC license and ME accreditation. Foreman Roberto Casillas. Signed and authorized. Safety officer Roberto M. Lupino. Signed and authorized with certificate. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract, owned and under lease. Proof of ownership.
Yan, marasa.
This contract agreement of the equipment. Matching plan
Sino ba isa?
accreditation.
Okay, pala yun. So, ba sa station?
Omnibus. Signed and authorized. DO9, signed and authorized. ISO certificate.
Isuwarang layo niya.
Sa station.
Affidavit of disclosure of no relationship.
Mainit yan.
CC.
NFCC.
So the
Diamond.
eligibility and technical proposal submitted by RMH Construction and Supply for contract ID 26FA0016 is passed.
Next leader or the last leader for this contract is German Construction. Field jet registration. PPI. Mayor's permit. Tax clearance. Pickup license. PFS. Annual income tax return submitted to the DI. Weeks of a double project. SLCC with a tax certificate of acceptance. Certificate of completion, NOVA, NTP, and contract. From a bid BSP, sign and notarized. Statement of availability of key personnel and equipment. Organizational chart. List of personnel for the qualification data. Key personnel affiliated with the commitment to work on the contract. Project Manager Abner Brihino. Sign and authorize. Project Engineer Alfredo Villa. Sign and authorize with PRSM license and PE accreditation. Materials Engineer Leo Jordan Tolosa. Sign and authorized with PRSM license and ME accreditation. Safety Officer Pedro Balameda Jr. Sign and authorized. With certificate, Foreman Arias Pasaysay. Sign and authorized. List of equipment to be assigned to the contract. All owned. Proof of ownership. Matching plant accreditation. DEO 11. DEO 9. Sign and authorized. Omnibus. Sign and authorized. ISO certificate. Affidavit of site inspection. NFCC. Sign.
The technical proposal submitted by German Construction and Supply for contract ID 26 at the 0016 is passed. So again, based from our preliminary examination of the first envelope, so all of them pass. So we now proceed with the opening of the second envelope or the financial proposal.
Opening of
Go ahead. Thank you.
opening of financial document for the contract 26FA0016. First bidder is RMH Construction and Supply. Bid form. Sign. Number of bid prices, sign. Number of quantities, sign. Item estimate. Cash flow bid amount 19,038,480 pesos and 52 centavos. 19,038,000 480 19,038 480 0.52 11 19,080
So the financial proposal submitted by RMH Construction and Supply for contract ID 26 at the 0016 is passed.
Next bidder, the last bidder for this contract is German Construction and Supply. Bid form, sign. Bill of quantity, sign. Estimate, sign. Cash flow with amount 18,769,796 pesos and 60 centavos.
18. So that's all for contract ID 26 FA 0016 and still subject for bid evaluation and cost calculation. Eligibility. Okay. So we now proceed with the opening of the last contract, contract ID 26 FA 0017. Again, let me first read to you the result of the eligibility check for this particular contract. So contract ID 26-0017. The contract name, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Sagurong, Tabaco City, Albay. With the coordinates of 13.396,000 north latitude and 123.779814 east longitude. So the location of the contract is at Tabaco City, Albay. Based on the evaluation of the information about legal, technical, and financial capabilities, as indicated in the contractor's information of the bidders, as recorded in our computer's registry of contractors for civil work, the requirements for the above-mentioned contract as indicated in the contract profile submitted by the DPWH Albay First District Engineering Office, we find the following bidders eligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. And one is 3RB Construction and Supply. So on the other hand, based on the same evaluation, we find the following bidders ineligible to participate in the bidding for the contract. So this is Mega Contracting and Development Corporation. The reason why his Mega Contracting Development Corporation is ineligible is the expired BIR tax clearance certificate, and the expiry was on June 26, 2026. So however, based from the Department Order 164 series of 2025, the procedure in the opening and preliminary examination of bid and evaluating eligibility check using the CWA or the civil work application. So we still need to open the first envelope or the technical proposal submitted by this contractor, Omega Contracting and Development Corporation. If found out na nandoon siya, so we'll just request for unlocking. So we just request for unlocking for us to update the documents. So without further ado, let me now call in Ma'am to open the grade this first envelope.
Opening of the bidding documents for contract 26 FA 0070 with the contract name of construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Sagurong, Tabaco City, Albay, with the coordinates of 13.396,000 and 123.779814 with the ABC of 9,405,000 pesos. Contract duration is 180 calendar days. Date of opening, July 13, 2026. Time starts at 10:55 p.m. First bidder for this contract is 3RB Construction Supply. Field of registration. Certificate of registration. PTI, Mayor's Permit, Tax Clearance, PICA license, AFS, and the annual income tax return submitted to EFPS, list of ongoing projects, SLCC, with attached NTP, contracts, to review. Notice of award, certificate of completion and certificate of acceptance. From a bid BSD, signed and notarized. Organizational chart, 50% affidavit. List of persons who were there for litigation date. 3% affidavit to commit to work on the contract. Project manager, Laura Madel Dillon. Sign and authorize. Project engineer Samson Rapi, sign and authorize with personal license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer Maria Leia Bangkay. Sign and authorize with personal license and ME accreditation. Foreman Wilson David, sign and authorize. Safety officer Eric Briagas, sign and authorize with certificate. Piece of equipment to be assigned to the contract. All owned. Proof of ownership. DEO 11. Certificate of availability of equipment. Omnibus. Sign and authorize. ISO certificate. NFCC sign. DO9 sign and authorize.
So the technical proposal submitted by 3RB Construction and supply for contract ID 26 at 017 is passed.
Next bidder is Mega Contractor and Development Corporation. As per reflected in the eligibility, we will check first the BRR, expired BRR, tax clearance certificate. As reflected in the attached tax clearance certificate, the certificate is issued last June 11, 2026. So, their tax clearance are updated.
So
We will now
we
proceed
proceed.
to the opening of other documents. Subject registration, which is valid until June 15, 2027. Certificate of incorporation. Mayor's permit. Job license. AFS submitted to EFES, including the annual income tax return, list of ongoing projects. SLCC, Pili-Bacacay NOAA, certificate of acceptance and certificate of acceptance. From BSD, signed and authorized. Organizational chart. List of personnel with their qualification. 3% affidavit of commitment to work on the contract. Project manager Omar C. Ocfemia, signed and authorized. Project engineer Kimberly Barsaga. Kimberly Barsaga, signed and authorized. With PRC license and PE accreditation. Materials engineer Maria Lorraine Sapleto Ocfemia, signed and authorized with PRC license and ME accreditation. Safety officer Jomar Ocfemia, signed and authorized with certificate. Foreman Eric Sepria, signed and authorized. Piece of equipment to be assigned to the contract. Owned and under lease. Proof of ownership. Equipment rental agreement. Certificate of availability of equipment. DO9. And unauthorized. DO11. And unauthorized. Omnibus. Send and authorized. Secretary certificate. ISO certificate. General information sheet. NFCC sign.
So the technical proposal submitted by Omega Contracting and Development Corporation for contract ID 26-0017 is passed. So we now proceed with the opening of the second envelope, the financial components, since all of them pass our preliminary examination.
Opening of financial documents for contract ID 26-0017. First bidder, TRB Construction and Supply. Bid form. Sign. The quantities. Sign. Detailed estimate. Cash flow. Bid amount. 9,310,993 pesos.
Dali na. So the financial proposal submitted by TRB Construction and Supply for contract ID 26-0017 is passed.
Bidder, the last bidder for this contract is Omega Contract and Development Corporation. Bid form. Signed. The quantity signed. Detailed estimate. Cash flow. Bid amount. 9,216,619 pesos and 75 centavos.
So the financial proposal submitted by Omega Contracting and Development Corporation for contract ID 26-0017 is passed. So again, the result as read for this contract is still subject for further evaluation. So I guess that ends our opening of bid for today, July 13, 2026. So thank you so much to those who are here. Of course, to the YouTube viewers, thank you so much for attending also. And our face-to-face contractors representative, thank you so much, mga ma'am. Thank you so much. So this ends our beginning. So thank you, good morning, and God bless us.